Good afternoon. I'm Becky DeWald. I'm from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and today I'm going to cook skillet spaghetti. When my children were little, I used to cook spaghetti all the time. It was always a favorite. So I wanted to cook a nice big family dinner for you too, only this time a healthy version. I just finished browning 2 pounds of ground beef. And I'm going to take that off the burner now and make sure it drains. I don't want any fat in my dinner. And now I'm ready for the next step. It takes a teaspoon of olive oil. And into that olive oil, I'm going to saute a fourth of a cup, knocked my olive oil, a fourth of a cup of green pepper and a fourth of a cup of onion. That won't take very long. It's not very much. I'm on a health plan, and I love my health plan because I was somebody that was very sick. I was recovering from chemo, and my stomach hurt, and I had no energy. I started this plan, and within days, I started feeling better. And I've stayed on the plan because I feel so great. I have energy. Some pounds came off, and I just love it. I have a passion for it, and I like to share it with my friends. So the green pepper and the onion are sauteing. I have this really hot. Maybe I should turn it down just a little bit. And to that, I'm going to add a cup of mushrooms. And I have fresh mushrooms, so I did kind of a heaping cup because everybody likes mushrooms in spaghetti. That's my mushrooms. And the last thing that I'm going to saute here is 3 cloves of garlic. That's what it was, the 3 cloves. So that's all the bases. Okay, I'm kind of throwing it all over the place. So that's sauteing. And on my health plan, we have a Facebook page that just with a short phone call, I could add you to. And on our Facebook restricted group page, it's called Healthy Living, we have tons and tons of great recipes like this. And that's where I got this recipe, was from my friends. All of our recipes have been approved by Nutrition Support. So they're just beautiful, wonderful recipes. So the next thing that goes in is 3 cups of chopped organic tomatoes, and I got these out of a can. Bought my can at Costco. So there's the 3 cups of tomatoes and a cup and a half of crushed tomatoes. So I'm going to bring those to a simmer. It's looking good already. I think mushrooms always look pretty. To that, I'm going to add a half of a teaspoon of oregano. And I need to find my teaspoon. There it is. And 2 teaspoons of basil. And both of these are dried basil and oregano. Then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of parsley. I grew this parsley and then I freeze it in the winter. So it's fresh parsley from my garden, but it took a trip through the freezer this winter. And I do like parsley in spaghetti. I think it makes it better. So the parsley's going in, and it's starting to look more and more like spaghetti because it has all the right spices in it. In addition to that, I'm going to add a fourth a teaspoon of salt. On our health plan, we really watch how much salt we eat. And a half a teaspoon of pepper. So all that's looking great now. And simmering, just starting to come to a nice simmer. Now I want to talk to you for a minute about the next ingredient I'm going to add, because the next ingredient I'm adding is spaghetti squash. If you haven't ever cooked spaghetti squash, it's really, really easy to cook. I cut it in half, cleaned out the middle, sprayed the inside with a little bit of olive oil, and put it in the microwave for 15 minutes. When it came out, I let it set for a minute, and then I took a fork and scraped it all out, and now I have spaghetti squash, which is going to be much healthier in my pan than noodles. And my pan is getting really full. So this, like I said, is healthy version. And it is a lot. I used my biggest skillet, but I'm going to pause just for a moment because this needs to go in a bigger pan when I add my beef, or I'm going to have it all over my stove. Okay, I'm back, and you may notice I have a much bigger pan now. I probably should have thought of that because I always cook spaghetti in a big pan when I cooked it for my family. I have all of my ingredients in except for the beef, and I'm ready for the beef to go in so it can all simmer together and add to the flavor. And it is going to be a nice big meal. This recipe serves a lot. I'm going to give it a good stir. I hope you'll try this. If you ever need to feed a crowd, I'd say skillet spaghetti is like the greatest dish to make. And with the beef and the spaghetti in it, spaghetti squash, it looks pretty interesting. I'm going to give this a little turn so you can see it. And hope I don't spill it out, but there it is. Spaghetti, skillet spaghetti. Hope you like it and hope you'll give it a try. I think it smells wonderful. Have a nice day.